I'm your host, Davida Shinsky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits Dreams Come True with the Right Mindset. And today's presentation is titled Nine Subconscious Altering Methods That Can Help You Overcome Negative Thoughts. If there's one thing that we can bet on, it's life. It is that we will think negative thoughts, and feel negative emotions at times. It's part of the human condition. Sad thoughts lead to feelings of sad, angry thoughts lead to feelings of anger, and so on. Of course, we can think positive thoughts and feel positive emotions too. It's just that some people get stuck more on the negative side and aren't sure how to get unstuck. We come here as spirits with emotional guidance system. Our thoughts influence our beliefs, and our beliefs influence our behavior. How do you feel? How do you feel about life in general? Do you think you have predominantly positive or negative attitudes towards life? How about yourself? Do you feel good about your physical appearance, personality, and achievements? Many people are not thrilled with themselves in one way, shape, or form. They might not be completely miserable, but oftentimes they are character flaws they have or wish did not exist. For example, someone might tell one lie that triggers another lie and another one until they become quite the liar. Or perhaps someone has low self esteem because they believe they are boring. So they isolate and live a lonely life. Furthermore, and this is quite common, someone may believe that they are unworthy, so they keep sabotaging their relationships for positive change to occur or to let go of negative thoughts and emotions. It is essential to get the underlying beliefs that lie in the subconscious side of the psyche. The psyche, your mind or psyche, is made up of two parts, the conscious and the subconscious or unconscious, as some of us refer to it. When you go about your day, you might think that your conscious mind is running the show, but scientists say that your subconscious mind runs the show about 90 to 95% of the time. What this means is that your past experiences, memories, thoughts, and beliefs are influencing what you think, say, and do each day, whether you realize it or not. It helps me to think of my psyche like an iceberg. The small part sticking out of the water is my conscious mind, and the larger part, the submerged underwater, is my unconscious mind. You can also think of your subconscious as the tape or CD. It plays over and over. The information on it is mainly from what you heard, experienced, and learned your first 6 or 7 years of life. On top of that, other memories and events since then have contributed to the voice in that tape. When you are living mindfully in the present, that old tape is playing and influencing your life. This is why many people continue years and years of negative cycles such as depression, anxiety, bad relationships, bad temper, intense emotional triggers, and so on. It is important to realize this because if you want to see real and lasting change in your life, you must understand how to change the tape that is playing in your subconscious mind. Now, before I go on, well, I just one thing I want to say about that. When you look at the modalities in psychology that came out of the self-help industry in the 1960s, you had Eric Berne who developed transactional analysis. And he talked about the parent, the adult, and the child. The parent says you should. The adult says, I'm able to, and the child says, I want. And where you want to come out of is the adult that says, I am able to. Because what's happening is when you're listening to the shoulds that your parents told you, what is that? That's the things that they would tell you about whether you're a bad person, whether or not you're dependent on them, whether or not you're helpless, or when you're in school, depending on your grades, you're either labeled stupid or whatever. But the thing is that those are the thoughts that you have with you that create the negative thoughts and the ones that you have to change in order to begin to set goals and achieve goals. You must learn how to eject the tape and put a new one in that plays more positive thoughts and beliefs. Changing negative emotions comes from changing negative beliefs. And this can be done by targeting the subconscious, changing the subconscious beliefs. How do you do change and make those changes in the subconscious beliefs? There are various men and women who have come to our rescue and have created transformational methods that aim to modify the brain at the subconscious level. Various people have found success in each method. Keep in mind that what works for one might not work for another, as each individual is different. You can also combine methods that I've used most of the and I have used most of the following methods and benefited in one way or another from each one. So here is a brief overview of some of the most common methods that the subconscious modification that can help you. Feel free to do more research and try what you feel resonates with you. Sadhana method and a release technique. The Sadhana method focuses on feeling an unwanted emotion, sitting with it momentarily, and then letting it go. Affirmations. Affirmations involve conscious repetition of positive phrases about ourselves, which in time sink into the subconscious mind. Guided meditations and hypnosis. Meditations can help us quiet the thoughts that tend to run around in the mind. Using hypnosis, we can target these thoughts that aren't serving us and changing them into more positive ones or simply letting them go. So, how do you master meditation? The art of mindfulness, regular meditations. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can help us better understand ourselves and become more centered, calm, and blissful. The work. And the idea here is to help you understand how there's different modalities that you can use that can truly help you get out of the negative mindset and into a more positive mindset. Byron Katie's method, known as the work, helps us go within to do some inner inquiry as to what's causing the negative thoughts and emotions. She's big on meditation, journaling, and making a firm commitment to actually doing the work. The Silva Method. The Silva Method is by Jose Silva's approach to change based on alpha and theta meditations, visualization, and more. Emotional Freedom Technique, or the EFT. That's been around for a while, and that's something that's really been, takes part in helping you. The Emotional Freedom Technique, or EFT, involves emotional release techniques based upon tapping certain meridian points on the body and speaking to the subconscious. That's also known as tapping and can also be known in a different way. There's several different modalities that actually use the tapping method to help you get in touch with your emotions and what's causing it. The presence process. The presence process focuses on the releasing emotional burdens like childhood from childhood so you can live more fully in the present. It helps us rescue and renew the unhappy child within us. Now, you ever think about it that little child that your parent took care of, as you grow older and take more control of your life, then you're the one that's taking care of that inner child and making it happy or unhappy, depending on your choices. So don't let anyone tell you that you don't have control of your life unless you're willing to give it up. The presence process focuses on releasing emotional burdens from childhood so you can live more fully in the present. It helps us rescue and renew the unhappy child within us. Shadow work. The well known psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung created what is known today as the shadow work to help one dive into the dark side of the psyche, or shadow to eliminate trapped thoughts or emotions that need headed and integrated. Shadow work journals have been popular in recent years to help you do inner inquiry and discover and heal and heal the shadows. Which method will resonate with you? Remember, those methods and their own by also combined a different way of greater impact. Some of the methods complement each other quite naturally. For example, you can use meditation as a means to discover deep buried emotions and then use the release technique to process and let the emotions go. There is hope for everyone who struggles with negative emotions. It does take some knowledge and effort and time, but the effort is well worth it when you begin to get some breakthroughs. We were not meant to be a slave to negative emotions, so begin to delve into the methods and give them a try. If you find you still need help, there are many wonderful therapists that can help you and change your subconscious thoughts and or beliefs that are holding you back. Now, I'm also offering a 5-day challenge that's called Change Your Thoughts, Transform Your Life. And day one, we talk about your unconscious thoughts and how they affect your behavior. The second day, we talk about those, what I want to say, my head's not working right. Okay. So the second day we talk about toxic relationships because those toxic relationships are the ones that give you those negative thoughts and feelings. And then on the third day, we talk about the workplace culture. On the fifth day or on the fourth day, we talk about how to change those negative thoughts into positive ones. And on the fifth day, we review everything and we talk about where do we go from here. And I hope that you would be interested in going to this domain name, changeyourthoughtschallenge.com/join the challenge. And we can work with you and help you to begin to recognize what triggers your negative thoughts and how to change them so that you can achieve and reach the goals that you want in life.